people are being dog walked in prison. I'm talking about straight up humiliated by their cellmates. This prison footage right here is not for the weak. Listen, we're gonna bring some prison footage to the channel as a warning. Don't go. You don't want to go. Because look, the YNs got it looking cool to get locked up. You're not cool if you ain't caught a body. You ain't cool if you're not in jail or haven't been to jail. I'm here to tell you, no, it's not cool. Don't go. All right? Get you some money. Take care of your family. That's what you should be doing. That's what's cool. Don't let this world deceive you, because you can end up like some of these people on this video here. Because look, you can't have no gun in jail. The YNs, they run around with a gun. They think they tough. This is what you got in jail. These right here. And if you don't know how to throw them, then it's over. Thumbs up the video. Smash subscribe to join the tribe. Ring the post notification bell as well. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Talk to him. Okay, hey. Talk to him. Hey. Talk to him.
Hey, how you doing?
Hold on, bro. Punching somebody then say talk to him. His brain couldn't even process what's going on. He don't even know what to say. He do not know what to say. He just got hit in the face. Now he talk about talk to him. What am I supposed to say to them? We gonna rewind it back. That just happened all too quick.
Talk to him. Okay, hey. Talk to him.
Hey.
Talk to him.
Hey, how you doing?
Say talk to him.
Hey, how you doing?
Talk to him. Talk to him.
Okay.
All right, talk good. Tell him, hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, say this. Say Black Lives Matter. Say it.
Black Lives Matter.
White Lives Shatter.
White Lives Shatter.
Now get the fuck on.
His shine rolls on his ass, get him in the shower. Yes. I was down there, nigga done punked me. I ain't get up out here. Time to shine. Whoever I ain't, get in there. Shine like Robo.
You lit, let's get it. They say, look, look down his shoulder, like, let's pop up in the crowd. He's rapping all that shit. Let's see what he's about. They yelling in there, demon boy, they're faking inside out. They got a voice what they hyping out. What, man? Wrong, man. I can't be her double down. Bro got the 10 inches in his bowler coat. 2 plus 100 rounds. First nigga pushing up the stick. And his motherfucker out. His family seat, they frying fish just to help put him in the ground. It's a
real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Down more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. She up in the
Them boys in there looking possessed. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know what I was in for on this video. And why they got some big old shanks. Those ain't no handmade shanks. They got some swords in there.
Picture this. You're scrolling through your phone when you see footage that makes you stop dead. Raw prison video that wasn't meant for your eyes. Guards looking the other way. Inmates running their own economy. Violence that the system pretends doesn't exist. This footage shouldn't exist, but it does. Nobody tells you that prisons are filmed 24/7, but almost none of that footage ever sees daylight. What you're about to see comes from contraband phones, whistleblower leaks, and security cameras that captured more than they were supposed to. This isn't Hollywood prison drama. This is the real thing. What I'm about to break down isn't theory. It's not stories. It's not interviews filmed through glass with lawyers present. This is raw footage that exposes the prison economy, the real hierarchy, the psychological warfare, and the daily survival tactics that keep the system running. Footage that COs, wardens, and the DOC absolutely do not want in the public eye. But it's out. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.
These men were caught trying to talk to underage girls. As punishment, they were forced to cut their hair and kiss each other. Man.
What if I told you that some of the most revealing prison footage comes from the inmates themselves? All right, here's something that'll go your mind. There are people locked up behind bars right now making more money than some folks working 9-to-5 jobs on the outside. I'm talking $1,000 a month in prison. Let me paint a picture. Prison has its own economy, a real one, with credit systems, loan sharks, and hustles that would make Wall Street go, what the fuck? When you first get inside, you've got nothing. And being broke in prison isn't like being broke outside. It's dangerous. Back in the day, cigarettes were king. But when tobacco got banned, the economy didn't die, it adapted. Coffee became cash. Ramen turned into gold. Stamps became the dollar. But here's where it gets really interesting. Some inmates figured out how to create money out of thin air by becoming the store man. Here's how it works. Some older inmates are actively searching for younger inmates to basically make some money. So when they find one, they'll say,
yeah, man, you need anything, man, I'm next door, bro. You know, I run a store, and I got pops, cookies, cakes, noodles, chili, crackers, bread. I got bologna, all that stuff in my store, man. I got a can of ham, mushroom, cream of mushroom, cream of chicken. I got clam chowder. I got banquet fried chicken. I got all that in my store, man.
Now here's what nobody tells you about prison. The guards don't run it. They've got the keys, the uniforms, the pepper spray. But step into any yard in America and you'll see the truth. Inmates run the show. Don't believe me? Watch this one.
Yeah, nigga, step get stuck on here. I know what's going on, man. 12 can't stop shit.
So they Islam. By what they saying, I could tell they Islam. They deep too. That's why the guards can't stop them. They deep like that. They clicked up, and that's how jail work. They really roll in cliques, or I think they call them cars, right? So depending on who you roll with, that's the car you will be in.
12 can't stop shit. 12 can't stop shit. 12 can't stop shit. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
The moment you walk onto a yard, you're stepping into invisible borders. The whites have their section, the blacks have theirs, Hispanics have theirs. Cross those invisible lines without permission, you're getting checked hard. Here's the reality of prison politics. In prison, segregation isn't just accepted, it's enforced. Not by guards, by inmates themselves. Because in a place where violence can explode at any second, people stick with their own. It's survival, not ideology. To explain this precisely and perfectly, I'm going to stop yapping and let the officer explain it to you.
The Northern Hispanics is our main gang here at San Quentin, and it's because they're better organized. If you'll look at the yard, it looks like the blacks control more of the yard, but the blacks are all fragmented into different gang groups, where the Northerners, no matter what gang they're in on the street, when they get here, they're one group, and they all stick together. Then the Border Brothers run this area over there by the laundry that has the volleyball court.
You know what's crazy? This about the only place that black people stick together as a collective. On the streets, we don't really stick together. We only hang with the people we know, right? Where I'm from, you got to be 10 years deep. If we knew you more than 10 years, if you knew somebody more than 10 years, then you probably rock with them. Nobody new can come around. In jail, they accepted newcomers. You accept it just because you black. Yeah, you black, you over here with us. You know what I'm saying? Why is it not like that in the streets? I ain't saying be segregated, but I'm saying our people can't stick together unless they go to jail. That's the only time they stick together. As whereas other cultures, they stick together on the streets in the normal everyday world, right? We quick to turn on our people in the normal everyday world. Talk down, belittle one another. There's so many ways I can speak on that. I'm just saying, this really just caught my attention. I know it rocked like that in there, but now that I'm watching this, it's like, it's coming to reality. I'm really realizing that our people stick together in jail, but can't stick together out on the streets in the free world.
Brothers being anybody that was born south of the border. They usually the ones getting advantage taken of them because they're not organized at all, but they've taken that little area there because nobody else wants it. Because, you know, it has an open bathroom, it stinks, it smells. Okay, the white guys are over here on the parallel bars and on the picnic table. So the white guys are pretty relaxed, even though in reality, everybody's always looking.
The guards, they know this system exists. Some work with it. If you're managing 500 violent offenders, wouldn't you rather deal with one shot caller who keeps his people in line? So there's this unspoken agreement. But the system is brutal. There are rules that will get you killed if you break them. Rule 1, don't snitch, ever.
What you do to make this happen?
Nah, nigga, fuck that nine.
Nah, fuck that. What you do?
Yeah.
What you do?
Told a little way, no?
Real nigga. You told on the real nigga to save your face, huh? Yeah, y'all see what happened? When a nigga tell on a hog or something, man, tell on a real nigga or something, man, what we doing? Yeah, all about the Tory shit, man.
Go and hit it one more time.
The second you're labeled a snitch, you're done. Rule 2, pay your debts, not optional. Rule 3, don't disrespect anyone's property, family, or race. Rule 4, mind your business. See something? You didn't see it. Here's a real story.
You stepped another inmate? Yeah. For what reason?
Respect. He throwing down my flag.
Come on, that chicken, man. That's my chicken, man. Come on.
Crazy
You'd be willing to extort a weaker inmate?
I know that's prison though, so I ain't even gonna comment on it. He gotta instill fear in everybody, make sure nobody mess with him, but over some chicken though. Fitting the stereotype. But he had to do that. He had to show out. He pulled that knife out quick too. He ain't playing about that chicken.
Then a heartbeat quick.
That's prison politics. And if you think that's dark, wait until you hear about the psychological warfare. Okay, this next part gets heavy. Because prison doesn't just lock up your body, it messes with your mind. And some inmates have mastered breaking people mentally without ever throwing a punch. There's this tactic called pressing. An inmate will test you with small things. Let me borrow your soap. You say yes. Next day, let me hold your dessert. Then, let me use your phone time. Before you know it, you're being extorted. Remember what that last inmate said. If he gets a chance to prey upon the weak, he'll do it.
Then a heartbeat quick.
That too, and you never want to take a gift from nobody in there. Don't accept no candy bar, because they going to get it back in butt. You know, we learned that from one of the last videos. That's how they going to get it back. So you can't be nice in there. You can't be friendly. You don't want to drink. You know, they got that prison drink. They got the prison, they got jailhouse liquor in there. You don't want to drink that either with nobody, because they might take advantage of you when you go pee. Moral of the story, stay to yourself or stay with your clique, but don't be over friendly. Don't give nothing away, because they're going to extort you. They really testing you to see if you're weak. And then once somebody take your stuff, everybody going to be taking your stuff.
You became a victim the moment you showed weakness on that first test. But here's the flip side. Some inmates project dominance without violence. Eye contact that lasts too long. A tone that carries weight. A former lifer told me, fear is a weapon. Let someone wonder what you're capable of, and they'll fill in the blanks with something worse than reality. But here's what's crazy. Lifers doing 20, 30, 40 years are often the calmest people inside. A guy doing life once told me, short-timers are desperate. They're watching the calendar, stressing about everything. Me, I accepted my reality. This is my life now. That acceptance brought peace. The mind is the ultimate survival tool. Master it, and you can do time. Let it control you, time will do you. Here's something that'll surprise you. Some of the most jacked humans on the planet got that way with zero gym equipment. No weights, no machines, nothing but concrete and time. Inmates have something most of us don't, time. When you're locked in a cell for 20 hours a day, working out becomes therapy. It's how you maintain sanity, and it's respect. A strong body sends a message. I'm disciplined, I'm dangerous. Without weights, inmates discovered high-volume calisthenics with progressive overload. We're talking 300 push-ups before breakfast, 500 squats before lunch, pull-ups until failure 3 times a day. Then there's creativity. No pull-up bar? Use the door frame. No dip bars? 2 bunks. Want resistance? Fill a laundry bag with water bottles. Need more weight for push-ups? Have your cellie sit on your back. Now steroids, yeah, they exist in prison. Corrupt guards, visitors, smuggling methods, but are all jacked inmates on them? Absolutely not. Most get there naturally with consistency and time. When you control your body, you control your environment. In a place where you have no freedom, your body becomes the one thing that's truly yours. But prison isn't all violence and workouts. There's also the daily grind. All right, let's get real. Everything
I ain't gonna lie, the last dude he was going in with the pull-ups. He was cold with it. I ain't gonna lie.
I've shown you, the violence, the politics, that's the dramatic stuff. But 95% of prison life, it's mind-numbingly boring. And that boredom is its own torture. 5:30 a.m., lights on, count time. This happens 4 to 6 times a day. Miscount, you're going to the hole. 6 a.m., breakfast. Mystery food that makes school lunch look gourmet. You got 15 minutes. Food is everything in prison, not just nutrition, but morale. The kitchen is one of the most political places inside. Shower time. Movies get this wrong. There's an unspoken code. Never look down, eyes up. Make it quick, 5-10 minutes. Bring a partner to watch your back. The shower is where attacks happen. But not everything is dark. The barbershop becomes a social hub. Gossip flows, news spreads. The laundry room is where hustles happen. Clean uniforms are valuable. Guys paying commissary to get clothes done properly. The rec yard is where you actually live, make calls, work out, play cards, or walk laps. Some guys walk for hours just to feel like they're going somewhere. Then there's your cellie, the person you're locked with for months or years. No privacy, no escape. The best cellies become brothers. The worst, they make hard time unbearable. Mail call is everyone's highlight. When your name gets called, that's hope. Photos are treated like gold. A picture of your kids goes up on the wall. It's your reminder there's life beyond those bars. Nighttime hits hardest. Lights out. Suddenly, you're alone with your thoughts. You hear grown men crying, praying. The silence is heavy because everyone's thinking about the same thing, freedom. The question is, when will they unlock it? Tell me in the comments.
She get wicked. Like what you said. Wrong. She get wicked. Yeah. I heard they catching bodies who might be like what you saying. On spread about the streets and them project like who you playing. I feel like with my nigga that say about what we had. Ain't gonna take none of your charge, my nigga, like what you saying, what you saying.
Real talk, you don't want to end up there. If you already been through it, then you don't want to go back. Some people get comfortable going back. If you comfortable going back, you questionable. It's something about you. I ain't gonna lie. You make that mistake once, you shouldn't want to make it again. And some people just can't stop going back. Shout out to everybody. It might be some of y'all in the comment section, man. I know y'all done been through it. I don't want nobody to be locked up in no cell, treated like no animal. But you do that crime, you got to do that time. And it's just sad that there's more people in prison than those that's going out and educating themselves and learning how to maneuver out here and provide for their family. We got to change the narrative of being gangster. I talked about this on another video. Going to jail ain't gangster. That's just you lack knowledge. You don't know how to survive and move. What's really gangster is take care of your family, helping feed the community, doing what's right, and being the example to the youth of how to live. Being inspirational, right? Overcoming circumstances that you never thought you would be able to, right? But staying dedicated, disciplined, and diligent. But look, I appreciate y'all for watching. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom. I'll catch y'all on the next one.